Thank you very much, Speaker. I appreciated the members highlighting anti-scab legislation as a real opportunity that the government had before them with this bill, but chose not to include. And the member and I come from a community of London, where we just saw QP workers from Local 2361 at Western, 330 of them. They provide janitorial and maintenance services. They were forced to stay on strike for 6 weeks just to get parity with similar workers at the school boards and at the college because Western was able to bring in scabs. And I wondered if the worker or if the member wanted to elaborate a little bit further on the importance of anti-scab legislation as a way for a government to actually work for workers in the province of Ontario.
Response, the member from London North Centre.
Absolutely. Scab labour is possibly the most vile exploitation of people imaginable. We have a collective agreement which is fairly negotiated between an employer and employees. The employees have had no other choice but to withdraw their labour because their employer has chosen to be unfair. So what does that employer do? Instead of doing the right and honourable thing by negotiating with the employees, they bring in people, these hired guns, these temporary workers, these people who are desperate for any pay to replace those workers. They're really, it ought to be against the law because all it does is it extends these strikes for an inordinate length of time. This government should know. I mean, they have ignored the ACTRA, and they have actually used scab laborers in terms of making their own government advertisements. They have certified and they have endorsed the wage theft through the Ministry of Labour, and they have done so as well by the use of scab labour. It's unconscionable.